Hi, today I'm going to show you how you can use a third-party 3D modeling software and how you can make a random modeling or simple modeling there and import it in Unreal Engine. So Blender is the perfect choice for your 3D modeling if you don't use any other software, because Blender is free. You can download it in other version also. There is a LTS version, long time support. This is compatible for any other established software. I think it's better than that. It's free. You can download anytime, install in any engine. It's very low size and you can do lot of thing in Blender. So if you download and install and open, it will show something like this. If you light in and a cube, the it is stay in the viewport. So you can go to add and add mesh. It can be plane, it can be circle, it can be sphere, it can be cone. So I add a sphere and I up it z axis and I add a circle, a cube. So I just wanna add a random mesh, very random mesh, and there is option if you press right button. I just want to give a shape and I will import it, export it from here and import it in Unreal Engine. Previously I show how you can model in Unreal Engine and how you can use geometry, but you can do it a lot of better in this separate 3D software. So go to edit mode and just extrude. You can extrude it. Extrude will extrude the model. So I am giving a random shape, make it smaller and I just extrude it. So this is the shape I add. I think it's fine for beginner. Maybe later I will make a tutorial about Blender, and there is a lot of tutorial about Blender. You can watch that or any other 3D software. So I just add a modifier. I will add a subdivision surface. It will add more vertex and polygon in the sphere. I just wanna detail it. So if I go to sculpt mode, I can sculpt it. You see a lot of character in animation and game. Mainly character also made like that by sculpting. So if I sculpt, you see little by little the shape is changing. If I press mouse button, left button and pressing it, if I press shift and mouse left button, it will go inside, otherwise it will come outside. So this is how it is sculpt. This is how the people made a beautiful 3D character. There is another software called ZBrush. Professional artists use ZBrush to create 3D character. So I can increase the radius and decrease the radius, and I can give the eye, the nose and everything. I can change my position. I can do a lot of things. I can increase the brush size. So go to object mode, and now I can export it, I can import it. So I am exporting it to the desktop and I am giving it just a name. That's is export, and now import. Now I export. So I am exporting in FBX format. That's the standard format. So I name it test for Unreal and I select the folder and I just export. So back to Unreal Engine again. Now I can go to the position, go to the location where I export, and I can import it from there. And there is a lot of option. I can build in nanite. Is it a skeletal mesh or not? I can define that. So it is a static mesh. So I just import it. I just import it in combine. Otherwise, it will import in two other meshes, two separate meshes. So I import it. That's the thing I made. I don't know what it is. So there is no material. I can UV map and material. There is a separate software for that. You can UV map in Blender, you can texture in Substance Painter or any other software. So just I add a material. Now you see here we have two character and a box. There is a two skeletal mesh and one is static mesh. A skeletal mesh that can move, that can play, that can run, that have animation, and static mesh have no animation. They're just static, like a building, like a pen. And a skeletal mesh is a character or a animal or fish or something like that who have life. That's skeletal mesh. Who don't have life, that static mesh. So if you become a level designer, so you need the measurement. Here you can see the cube that's 1.8 meter tall, like a human size. So if you if you use the character and if you imagine as a human size, you can measure the door size, the window size, how it is, how big, how better scale it is if you compare with human size. If you model, you can use the character and model, so you will have a better understanding to better modeling, a better level designing. You can see here is my character, and if I add a chair here, the chair size and the human size should be comparable, like human will sit in the chair if the human is fit for the chair or the chair is too big. It depends. So you can create lot of beautiful modeling using those 3D software, like this 3D modeling that's also made in Blender or any other 3D software. We can use also the Quixel bridge. Quixel is a company bought by Unreal Engine. They have lot of beautiful scanned 3D modeling, which is very high resolution and very detailed. You can directly use this modeling into your Unreal Engine project. There is a 30,000 plus modeling in here. You can use any of it. Just go to the Quixel bridge like I do and just sign in with your account and select your favorite 3D modeling. Just download it, and after download you will find the option called add, and if you press add, it will add the model in your project automatically. So that's the model I add in my project. You see how detailed it is, and there is a texture also, and there is a very big detail. So we can view it in slow camera position. So that's the folder. When I press add, that's the folder add in my project, and that's the model add in my project. You can see the model, you can see the material. We can go inside to the model and see how detailed the polygon is, like 1 million. But Unreal Engine have nanite technology, and you can make very beautiful villa like that in for Quixel, using Quixel Mega Scan asset. So that is for today's tutorial. Bye bye everybody.